the new Academy School and we're celebrating our Peace Week. And we have the big opportunity to meet Mr. Yuji Miyata and ask him some questions for our school magazine. Who is Yuji Miyata? Can you please introduce yourself briefly to us?
Okay, so my name is Yuji Miyata. I'm a peace messenger, and since 2007, I have done my peace actions. And from 2007 to 2012, I walked from China to London. Using 5 years, I walked 12,500 kilometers, and I planted over 4,000 trees. I visited 700 schools and 250 orphanages I try to visit and try to help. And through this kind of peace actions, I try to inspire, encourage, and empower the local people to start the small action for peace.
Is this your first time in Dubai? What are your first impressions about it?
Okay, so this is the first time to visit Dubai, and the first impressions in the country, it was quite the amazing the feelings, because I visited their schools and I met many people. They're very wonderful. The hospitality is amazing, and also the people are very kind. I love the place very much.
You are well known for the fact that when you visit a country, you plant trees. Can you explain this as a symbol of peace?
Okay, so not only the tree planting, but also I try to do lots of actions. Tree planting, and also visiting the school, to holding the lectures, or helping the orphans. Or right now, since 2012, I also try to do lots of actions for the young generations. And every single action, they have the same the purpose, same the aims. And especially tree planting, this is also the one of the the great message inside. Like my message is, everybody can do small actions for peace and protect the environment. And this small action, if everybody start to do the actions, and if gathers, exactly we can change the world a better place. For telling the message, I try to do this kind of the actions. And tree plantings, I always try to tell the message, which is the peace exists between human and human, but also peace exists between human and nature. Without the nature, without protect the environment, we cannot make peace in our society. And opposite side also, if we cannot make peace in our society, also we cannot protect the environment. So for telling protect the environment is also the one of the peace actions. For telling this message, I always try to plant tree with the people.
So how do people react when they hear about your mission?
Okay, so as through my actions, the working, and also through my education project, I visit many different countries. I visit 20 different countries, and I try to do some kind of peace actions. And every single places and every single person, they understood my message. Why? There's some kind of reasons. For example, when you grab your hand, you cannot shake hands with the people, right? But when you open your hand and try to shake hands with the people, always we can shake hands. Also the heart too. If I close my heart and try to visit the place and just focus my purpose, my expectations, and try to do the actions, every time people close their heart. But always what I try to do is I try to open my heart first and try to understand the culture, the religions, and also their beliefs, everything. So when I tried to understand the other people's opinions, other people's the culture way of thinking, and try to become the local peoples, always they try to understand me. And always that moment I can make a friend with the peoples, and with the peoples, from the students to the old peoples, also the government, NGO groups, schools, every single people who have different background, I can cooperate with the people to do some actions for peace.
Why did you start your journey
Was it an old dream you thought about it when you were a kid?
Okay. Okay. So actually, since when I was 6, I dreamed to become the peace messenger. I was interested in the environment issue, peace, issues, and I tried to find some kind of decent actions for spreading the message of peace, but I couldn't find it. And 2006, I was in Korea because I saw the peace issue and protect the environment issue. The most important things is the neighbor country relations. Like right now, Israel, Palestine, they had problems, and also Ukraine, also the Russia, they had problems. So neighbor country, if they can make a good relationship, they can make a peace and they can spread the message. So that is why I was in Korea. But that moment, I had misery. I lost my best friend, I lost my fiance at the same year, and that moment I had a mental illness, and 1 year I could do nothing. I tried to suicide, and I try to focus on the sadness. But that moment I was thinking deeply about my life and the world situations, and I determined, okay, I don't want to see anybody feel same as me. I don't want to see anybody, the people's crying, the people's misery. So I decided, okay, let's forget my own happiness. Let's use my life, let's use my time, let's use my money, let's use my everything for making other people more happier, making the world a better place. This is the reason why I started these actions.
Which event that happened to you during your journey and you will never forget it?
Okay, so since 2007, I visited many countries, and I met lots of people. I saw lots of different countries, the situations. I saw very hard situation every country. For example, China, they have destructions, pollution. In Vietnam, Cambodia, before they had a war and also the civil war, and many people suffered. And still right now, because of the situations, people and children, they suffered. And Syria, I saw the situations of the conflict in 2011, and Eastern Europe, the Balkan area, the ex-Yugoslavian countries, they had some, the saddest, the history, and because of the history, they hate each others. And in middle of Europe, I saw the kind of the people forget the humanity, and they just focus on, the selfishness, and also, focus on the materialism and the capitalism, and they don't care about the people. I saw the kind of situations, but every single places, I had a great, experiences with the children. Children, they have innocent heart, and they, try to, focus on humanity. And especially in Vietnam, I had a wonderful experiences. I visited orphanages to help the orphans. But that moment, when I arrived in orphanages, the children, they came to me, and they, before they say some words, they ask me, are you hungry? What I can do for you? Can I help you? The kids, actually the situation is very hard situation. They have no parents, and they, they don't have enough food, enough clothes. But even there, the situation is very hard, but they try to help me. Through this kind of the encounter with the Vietnam orphans, I, their attitudes, their emotions inspire me a lot. Yes, this is a wonderful experiences in my, the peace actions.
Why did you shift your focus during your young generations?
Okay, so as I said, through my actions, I met lots of kids and get lots of inspirations. I learned so many things, right? But now, because of the world situation, very hard situation, many young generations, they suffer. So I thought, as a, adult people, as a peace messenger, I have to protect the young generation's wonderful mind, wonderful humanity, and an innocent heart. So that is why 2000, after finishing my working action from China to London, I decided to establish my institutions. And from 2013, I started this education project. And previous 2 years, I focused on elder students, high school students, university students, and I tried to gather the different country students in one place, and using 1 week as a peace week, I educate the young and the students in order to awake the humanity, and also to raise the awareness of peace, and also to grow the next young generation leaders.